Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today in Platinum Standard we're playing Mono White Tokens. Deck is really good when you have Caretaker's Talent. This card's basically absurd. Every time I play against it, I'm like, oh man, that's so many cards, and when you have it, it feels just as good. Without it, the deck can fall a little bit flat. Without that insane draw power, doesn't quite have the same punching power. In terms of different cards to consider here, I've tried some quantities of Beza, like 4 or just 3 and 1 of the Archangel Elspeth. I don't think you can really run the Archangel Elspeth. When it works, you feel good because you +1 and you get the free draw and you're like, all right, I'm doing the thing. But as I say, and I think one of the games, I think this is the worst ever Planeswalker printed that people actually continue to play. This card has never impressed me. I don't think it's very good. And I think Beza it really does a lot. It kind of does all the things, and especially when you're behind, because token decks in general take a little bit of time to get going. Like, you're basically taking turn 3 off if you're playing this enchantment. And so the ability to stabilize the board against mono red and really anything is huge. Just the 4 life, the 4 mana, 4/5 body, and the 4 life is enough. If you get fish tokens, that's great. If you draw a card, that's great. If you get a treasure token, that's great. But just stabilizing the board is really good. So I think you do want to run 4 here, and I wouldn't bother with the Archangel Elspeth, although you may see me try it in one of the games. The other card I did try out was, instead of the second copy of Virtual Loyalty, I tried the Dollmaker's Shop. It's very fun when you're the aggressor and you're already kind of winning the game because you attack and you make a 1/1, but on the back foot, it's not as good. The loyalty's okay. This card also has never really impressed me because a 2-mana 2/2 Flash Knight with Vigilance actually is still just under rate for what everyone else is doing, so it's actually not that impressive, and the backside is amazing. The 5 mana +1 counter every turn is really, really good, and untap the creatures is really, really good, but you have to have creatures in the first place. So, I mean, it sits in that spot where if you top tick it and you have no creatures, you actually don't have a whole lot going for you. I still think it's worth it over the other options. If you wanted to take out 1 copy to put it in Elspeth Smite to deal with mono red better, I wouldn't blame you. It's never as good as it seems. It's okay. It's often okay, and sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes, frequently, it falls flat. So that's my thought. Anyway, enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play with a 2-drop. I think you keep this. Come on, what could go wrong? E-Bag. E-Bag could go wrong. The Mull. Is it a ley line? No, it's not the red ley line because it'd already be on the battlefield. It's blue. My goodness. Okay, we flash in the 2/2. We at least try to. Well, they might counter this. I mean, the back half is scary, but the front half's not that scary. Let's see what they do. Phantom Interference, alright. We might have nothing to do on 3. We cannot sacrifice a token to draw a card. That's not so good. I feel like we're falling really far behind here. So what do we want them to counter more? I don't even know how good Elspeth would be against them, because all their flying threats just chip in anyway. Non-land permanents mana value 3 or less. I think if I want them to counter something, I actually would prefer they counter the Elspeth. I mean, the 6/6 just seems more relevant. So let's give them this. You let it go. Yeah, interesting. Okay, we got a little 1/1. Huh. Maybe they plan to bounce it. Pick lock. There goes the counter spell. Let's see what they get back. Oh, I bet they had no counters in hand. Yeah, they go get the counterspell this time, but we have the Planeswalker on the field, so it's just a question of if they can bounce it or not. I definitely don't think we want a -1 here. We're going to +1 before they have a chance to bounce anything. I forget. Yeah, they don't have any like flash flying stuff, so we can get in for 1. Okay, so obviously we can go for the first Found Import and just draw another card. It's not bad. Playing to the counterspell isn't great. I like the Citadel. I think just sacking the token here and drawing a card is pretty good. I don't think we need to run into that counterspell. They can always take the draw discard, like that is a fantastic counterspell. But then it's out of the hand, which I don't hate. We pay 3 to make a fish. I don't think that's where we're at. I think we just take the card draw. We're going to need removal for the Djinns and Oculi to come. Alright, first Oculi, assembled, 4 mana open, 1 counterspell in the grave. I don't think they had a counter early. Unless they really just don't respect Elspeth, which I would understand. This has been one of the worst Planeswalkers for a while, I think. The +1 just doesn't do enough. Everyone tramples over it. It's only a 1/1, you know? Alright, I think we're taking the draw because we need an answer here. Yeah, let's sack a token. Draw a card. You can go. Caretaker's Talent is very good. Another Sunken Citadel. I don't think we need that just yet. Why is it trying to... Here, let's do it like this, I guess. Lands, okay. Leveling up is pretty cheap. Let's start with the plus. I wanted removal for the Oculus. It's a lot of Overlords. Okay. I mean, copying it is fine. They're going to attack down... I guess they can't completely kill Elspeth here. That's not so bad. If we Fountain Port, we could sack and draw another card. We only need one blocker for the face down. Yeah, we draw a card here instead. Alright, no attacks. Oh, actually we can do it, right? 2 mana of the chosen color. And yeah, okay, we can actually do this. Might as well. Alright. Another little 1/1. You can still Fountain Port. I mean, technically you could save the level up for, you know, copying a slightly bigger token, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Alright, they go after it. We could kill the face down or attempt to kill the face down. That's not awful. Yeah, we don't have anything to copy anyway. Let's go to blockers. Let's try to kill this thing. I don't think these 1/1s are doing a whole lot else. I guess they could put on pressure if we level it up, though. That's interesting. This coming turn... Level up is 4. I think we probably want to try the Mistmoors instead. Here we go for this. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Jin makes everything cheaper. I think that's fine to wait. Doesn't make their bounce spell any cheaper. Alright, draw a card. We need removal. We've got a ton of it in the deck. It's gotta be now. Nope. Okay. Not ideal. We could give this 6/6 flying. How good is... Oh, there's lay down arms. That's what we're talking about here. We definitely want you. Yeah, I guess we'll start with the plus. Oh, baby, that's so good. I mean, we gotta try it, right? They might not have the counterspell. I think we gotta go for it here. And I guess we can hold open 2 mana, just in case. Gotta go for this sucker. Let's do it. Never didn't have it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Okay, we can power up the token on their turn or sack it to draw. I guess we're doing okay on cards. That was huge. That was big plays. Big play. Jin returns. I'm ready for it, though. I don't think we need the 4/4. I think we just run them down. I think we just keep drawing cards. Do we need this 4/4? Oh, man. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, let's put some pressure on them. We gotta close out this game eventually. Okay. So we can lay down arms you for sure to start. We can also draw a card to start. Let's do that. I'm looking okay here. Looks like we're getting out of this one. Lay down your arms, your staff, your trident. Oh, they might have a... No, they actually they had something there. We could play under the counterspell. I just don't think it's that important. So we can attack here first and then slam a 7 mana. Mistmoors, we could also for 3 do the Evangelists and level it up. That plays under every counterspell. That's kind of overkill, and we should have done that before combat, but I don't hate that play pattern. And then we can still level you up. Under a counterspell. Not that they have it. I feel like they don't really have it. So we could have hit a bit harder if we had done that before combat. It's a pick lock. I think we kind of got him here, though. I mean, they're down to 2 cards. We got a draw engine. They can stall, but the pressure is going to cook pretty soon. They return that. We can just replay it. Alright, Oculus returns. They don't give up. Alright, game on. Let's go. Double Pixie blockers. We got to get to an Oculus. So what's the fastest way to an Oculus? I guess play this to start. Could Fountain Port a draw as well. We could -2 to give someone flying. I don't think that's where we're at just yet. Let's just take the free plus first and the free draw. We're looking for removal here. It's not removal. We could sack a token, still have 4 mana. I think that's okay. Could also just level this up and have a pretty strong attacking fleet. Maybe that's even better, actually. Alright, we copy the bat token. Copying the 0/0 is not so helpful. Okay, so they could do a little bit of a blowout here. But, let's see it. Let's see. Do we throw this guy away? I don't think so. Let's just get in there. See if they bounce Caretaker's Talent with 2 mana open. Maybe not. It's a good amount of pressure. We'll get in the tap land. We are up to 27. So we got a lot of room here. Feeling good. I mean, that Sunfall was clutch. They go after Elspeth. Okay. We could block and save it, which is pretty good because it gives us free draw every turn. I don't know if that matters that much. I think I'll still take the block here. We could eat a prankster as well. Yeah, let's keep Elspeth around. Make him work for it. 1 card left. Surveil. It's not looking good for them. Chart a Course, 2 more cards. A lot of mana left. That's a lot of land for this deck. Chart a Course again. They did attack this turn. Okay. Sleight of Hand, 2 mana left. No 3 mana counterspells. So basically we can resolve whatever we want this turn. Flying and Vigilance. Maybe we minus here. We do want a token. Doesn't matter too much how we do this, quite honestly. We slam the big boy, and we know it gets under, so that's fine. Get our triggers. Still have mana open. Here comes big boy. They have 2 mana open, and we have 3 mana open. So even if they have no more lies, we still get in underneath it. Take our draw. That's fine. We can do that. I think we're going to put the flying on some random creature here. Maybe the minus. We got so many flying blockers. I guess it's not strictly necessary. Yeah, we could do this guy. That makes everyone pretty competitive. And we'll play out you before combat, I suppose. I mean, if we level that up, it's pretty big. Not that we necessarily need it at this stage of the game. Maybe just the Evangelist is better. They could also counter this. I don't know why that's the spell they would have kept. Get him. Here come the fish. Oh, they're going to bounce that. Yeah, that's good. That's a good play. Still a good chunk of damage. Block there. Trade. Oh, eat that one. Drop down to 3. They don't scoop, though. They live another turn. They have no sweepers. I don't think they can get out of this. Our board is too impossibly wide. There's nothing in that deck they would play. They just cannot get around the width of this board. The sheer width of it. There's just no way. Even March of Swirling Mist back in the day. This would be an impressive targeting feat. That's 2 additional blockers. It's still not enough. I don't think there's anything they can bounce to fix this issue. And we just run back to talent here. It's fine. Get Lost, also good. But any which way you cook it, should be fine. There is Stick. They could have 1 more bounce. But we have enough mana to get Lost anything anyway. I will pay the 2. Auto pay is fine. They do get a little Spirit. But it should be enough to close out the game. We'll take a flyer, I suppose. Draw a card. We'll level it up as well. Guess we're plussing here because we can. And we should have enough attackers to just get them. Math is for blockers, but I think we have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers versus 6-ish blockers. With some degrees of flying and non-flying. Everyone's lethal threat. They're all tapped out. This is the game, E-Bag. They don't give up, though. It's interesting. They don't fold. All right. Good game. Makes up last game. My Wi-Fi disconnected for like 20 minutes, so that was an L. So we go back up again. Well, the play looks good to me. We keep this. Get that tap land down on white. Lush Portico. 5-color domain. Alright, so Get Lost can take out, what is the cheapest? Yes. Can we do this already? Sacrifice token, draw a card. Not sure. Get Lost can take out the bindings. So we'll try to hold on to that. Maybe they take our talents. We get lost the binding. Get our talent back. Another tap land. Okay, we'll get out the first guy here. Alright, here we come. Caretaker's talent. Late on arms would have to be giant to take out Atraxa, so it's going to be a while till we can use this card. Basic Island Spelunkin. Alright. Lands you control enter untapped. That one's already untapped. More land for us is good. I think it's just Overlord here. I don't know how good creating a copy of a bat is. I think you should get the Overlord ticket. They're pretty similar in effect. It's also a good bounce target if they leyline the Overlord. It's not so bad. We get lost, we get the tokens back, and it comes back as a 6/6. So it's actually very good if this is where they want to point their leyline binding. Okay, they're getting up to Atraxa. We kind of need to start putting on pressure. Lockdown. That's good against us. Token's gone. Can't get those back. We have a tap land. I guess it's Evangelist plus level up here. Let's just careful taps. Okay, land is good. Instead of getting the tap land down, we could play Carrot Cake this turn. I don't think that's really necessary. So I guess we got the tap land down here. We don't need to pick off any of this either. So we'll go white. And we'll level this up. Okay. Game's going slow. Up the beanstalk. Alright, now they have their card draw engine. We could get lost the beanstalk. It's not a terrible thing. They'd have to play a Overlord here, which it looks like they don't have the mana to do. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, we could get lost this beanstalk. I guess we can always start with a draw off the Carrot Cake. I think that's fine. Let's begin. I don't think we need all that white. It's good. I like it. Keep it on top. Draw that up. Well, now we don't have to get lost this turn. How good is it to strip them of their draw engine? And it's not bad. I mean, if we're the ones drawing and they're not, I think it's pretty good. So I think maybe it's worth doing Get Lost over the Overlord. Maybe we can hardcast the Overlord at some point or eat the Carrot Cake. But I think I would do this before they get to draw off it. I don't hate that. We've got our draw engine, they got nothing. Maybe we keep it that way. I can always just hardcast Atraxa, then draw 7 cards, but for now I might slow them down a bit. Maybe they don't have Atraxa in hand, maybe they only run 3 copies. Oh, they're reading it. If they want to binding that, I mean, we already gave away our Get Lost, which is too bad. But there'll be more. 2 attackers. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll sack the Carrot Cake and get that next draw. Feels like they have binding here. More land. We already have land for now. I think we keep looking for more threats. More land. Okay. Beza. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they want to snipe the Caretaker's talent here. I don't know if there's much we can do about that. It's a 4 mana investment. We'd have 3 left to do nothing, basically. But it's a ton of damage if it succeeds. I just think it's very unlikely to succeed. But I think I'm willing to go for it. No stick at all. Okay. Alright. Take it. That's a very good chunk of damage. Hold open the Fountain Port. And I guess now they Sunfall here, so we Fountain Port in response. Yeah, there it is. Sack a token, draw a card, yeah? Goodbye, bat. Submit one. Alright, they're down to 9. There's no binding, though. And we took their beanstalk, which I think was maybe a good play early on. So now we reload. Mistmoors is still good. Hardcast of Mistmoors is good. I think we begin there. Just for 7 mana. We have 1 left open. Yeah, it's okay with me. It's a good card. Strong. Cool. I can't believe they didn't binding the, Let's see, mana value creature, yeah. I can't believe they didn't bind the talent yet. This card draw has been huge for us. We're just chunking along. This Porcelain Gallery is interesting, because that gives us a hard to remove threat. Again, it has to be binding for this enchantment. Although, I don't know if we want all creatures to have base power and tokens equal to the number of creatures we control. The 6/6 is looking nice. This might be a hindrance, maybe? I don't know. Manual taps. It's a Traxa, I guess. Doppelgang. Oh, baby. Alright, I guess we are sunfalling then. It's not that bad. We'll have to think. Maybe we lay down arms the 6/6. Okay, well, they're basically tapped out here. Alright, so what's the move? We can easily snipe the 6/6. They gain 3 left. That's not so bad. We get the Beza down. If we have fewer creatures first before doing that. And then also maybe Dollmaker's Shop. Seems okay to me. I guess we can Dollmakers first. Is there any way to get under their card count? I don't really think so. But I think we're starting here. So now we're down to 4 cards. We still can't really get under. If we Carrot Cake and make a creature, then we don't get the creatures off Beza. I think I want the creatures more than anything else off of Beza. So I think it's you next. You just get the fish tokens that are pretty big. I think that's fine with me. Ah, shit. It includes itself? My bad. Alright. Well, that is what it is. No? Oh, this is a copy. Oh, that's a mistake. Okay. Well, I don't know that I want to waste that, actually. This is all a huge mistake. I didn't realize it was a copy. I thought it was a 0 mana token. But nope, it's a true copy. We keep drawing. I think we can also keep putting on pressure here. We got our toy as well. And we get more blockers. Pretty good. So if I were to redo that, Beza did nothing. Because, so we could have attacked first. That might be a similar outcome. And then, laid on arms. Yeah, I thought it would pick off the token, but it's a 7 mana copy. Lockdown. We lose all the tokens. They're down to 9. We keep the Beza, though. That's not so bad. Alright, and there's the binding, finally. Alright, now we just need some creatures. That can make some nice creatures. 7 mana, thank you. Also have enough mana open to, non-token creature only. Alright, that's okay. Not sure if we sack. Nope, they scoop. Yeah, this deck is like insane draw power. I think it was a good call early to snipe the Beanstalk. I mean, yeah, we drew a lot of cards that game and still kind of ended up net even with them a lot of it, but I think that did end up mattering in the long run. On the draw, 2 lands, Get Lost, and the Evangelist. There's a lot that could go wrong here. I'm going to keep it, but it's blue. It's Oculus time. Well, we really better hope we hit land. Otherwise, we're going to have major life regrets. It's a start. 3 lands is good. 3 lands gets us to our draw engine if we can draw it. Another blue. No white yet. Sunfall is good if it ever resolves. But we have nothing to do early, and we're kind of regretting the keep. It was bad. It was probably a bad keep. Picklock Prankster. They do their thing. Do you want the hard counter here? Yeah, no helping hand. No whites. I wonder if they have any white lands. That could be interesting. Nope. They got it all. Fountainport. Sure. So, I mean, if they counter this, it's whatever. We'll just run back numerous Mistmoors for a while, and then Sunfall. They don't counter that. I think that makes sense. Let's see if they have any better to do this turn. Moment of Truth. They're going to hold on to the counter for the Sunfall. Or the draw engine. I mean, countering or destroying the draw engine in this deck is crucial, because that thing just pops off. at least 1 token per turn, sometimes 1 on their turn. It's really strong. To look at bounce and stuff, maybe. They're hesitating a bit with 1 blue open still. Helping hand is Oculus time. Okay, we have the Get Lost, but not until Manifest triggers, and they have 2 mana open. So we'll definitely play the land first to get under Phantom Interference. Dread is manifested. We can't stop that even if we respond now, so that's fine. Carrot Cake is another playable, so I have no problems with that. We'll do this now because, I mean, we can attack first if we really want to attack with the Evangelist. I mean, they're not going to trade if they have something good, so perhaps we wait a little bit. I don't see a huge incentive to attack now. To destroy the Oculus under the Phantom Interference counterspell, and they don't have a white for No More Lies. So it's dead, which is good. And I guess we Carrot Cake as well, and we can attack with the bat, I suppose. I don't think I want to throw the Evangelist in there. I think they'll just block and trade, and maybe this gets better later. It does make a 1/1 immediately. Maybe it's worth it. Battle Cry, let's go. Alright, trade, we get the bat. It's not the end of the world. And I doubt they'll counter this, although they could, but I doubt it. Moment of Truth again, alright, they continue to set up. Land on top lets us hit Sunfall, which could be relevant very soon. I'll take it for now. I'd rather have it than not have it. They could do something weird like tap out. It's very unlikely though. Are they really going to tap out here? I'm okay taking the land anyway. 6 lands gets us the Overlord under more Phantom Interferences. Do nothing. Okay. Well, let's attack here first. See what they want to do. I guess they'll counter this first Overlord. I mean, we could sack and draw. But if they counter something, then they can't set up their game plan more. So I think we'll just run this out. We got multiple. I think they kind of have to burn the counter here. Yeah, that's okay. So alternative is us paying, 3 lands essentially to sack the thing, hopefully get a playable, which is kind of a lot to ask. But this deck is tight on land, 20 lands and 2 to 4 sleight of hands. So it's definitely possible we can get in a situation where they don't have enough mana to counter an Overlord, which could be good to get down. Or Sunfall. Sunfall would be great. Just exile one of those guys forever. So what do we got? We do have an Oculus down here. And there's Jin with 1 mana open. So they can still... Oh! No mana open. Alright, looks like a Sunfall then. Yeah, looks like an easy Sunfall. So if we attack with both, they could not block because they are afraid of the Elspeth's Smite. So we get free 2 points of damage. Otherwise, the creature's slightly smaller. It's a 2/2 instead of a 3/3, which I think is okay. So I think we attack here first. And spook him with the Elspeth's Smite. Because I don't think you risk that block. We could have double, right? You're really going to risk your Jin to a double Elspeth's Smite? Alright, that's fine. Well, 1 point of damage. And we Sunfall this guy away. That's alright. We got a 2/2 out of the deal. And goes uncontested. I'm okay with all of that. The good news is our exile spells line up against their creatures. They have exactly 8 threats, and we have, I think, exactly 8 exile spells. They can counter our stuff, though. So it's not purely... No, actually we have 10, because we have a little Parting Gust. So if we're just 1-for-1 all game, we will come out ahead. Obviously, there's a good degree of luck to that. It looks like they're ready for the next Oculus. Maybe from the hand, it seems. But again, if they tap out, we have the next Sunfall. So let's see... If it's cheap Reanimator, no, it's a hard cast Oculus. And as far as I'm concerned, they're all tapped out, so we'll run back the next Sunfall here. It's creature land. Okay. No problem. Yeah, you just run it out here. That's 2 exile spells for 2 threats. Still going 1-1. Will this anchorage be an issue? It's a 2/3 with flying, and it creates a map token. Kind of interesting. We should keep that in the back of our head. They play out the 1/3 with 3 mana open. Later arms, we definitely want to save. I mean, yeah, we can attempt the Mistmoors. I think it's almost better to wait 1 more turn. Let's go Evangelist and power up the 2/2. I don't really want to throw these away now into the counterspell. If we can wait 1 more turn and get under Phantom Interference, I think it's worth the wait. We have no draw engine. If we hit a draw engine, we're going to go crazy. Alright, so there's the hard counter. That's fine. And we can either carrot cake, which is maybe worth it, actually. Just for the scry, hit the land, play the Overlord. I think that's fine. How many counters have we seen? 3 steps ahead, 3 steps ahead. That's 2 of them. And 2 phantom interferences as well. Alright. They get the map token. Can't block the flyers anyway, so no point in doing anything now. It's interesting. It is a little bit of value for them. In a oddly stalled game, we really need our draw engine. Map token up. It's good. They are, it's working out for them right now. Recommission. And they do have someone down there, I'm sure. They have an Oculus. Alright, we need the scry. I love the carrot animation. I mean, it's the thing. It is the thing. We kind of need it. So let's see if it gets under anything. Fountain Pour, we're not going to do this turn anyway. Oh, do they have another counter? It's got to be no more lies. No. Let's go. Attempt to copy. They could bounce it. They bounce the talent. Okay. Oh man, late arms? No, I think you gotta wait for the Oculus next turn. Okay. Game goes on. 20-13. Definitely still in the game, but I did not like that anchorage attack. That little map token, just that little bit of extra value. Prankster again. Another Jin goes down. Otherwise, what is that? Shore up. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, that's good for them. Shore up versus lay down arms. Okay. That's tough. I mean, how big is this Jin? They did Oculus, right? It could be a big Jin. This is looking not good. Recommission for 2. Hold up and shore up. That was a big pick by them. We kind of need the Sunfall now. 12-15. 12-5 ends the game very quickly. Down to 18. That's spooky. 1 mana open. Exactly, 1 for shore up. Oh, we have both because we're so good at this game. So ideally we get lost. That's tough. What's the incremental value of exiling it for good? It's pretty high value. Do you take 12 for 1 turn? We also have these other flyers to deal with, though. I don't know if we can afford that. That's an interesting conundrum. I don't think we can actually take 12 next turn. I think we have to lay down arms and get lost in response. Because once it's hexproof until end of turn, we're screwed and it's sorcery speeds. I think that's the only way to do it. So the only other question is, how much mana do we have? Let's see. So we can't Caretaker's Talent as well, but that's just how it is this turn. I think there's no choice about that. Yeah, it's got to be done. So let's get it done. Jin back to the graveyard, not exiled. Okay, 2/2s aren't going anywhere. Not enough mana to Fountain Port. It's a slow turn for us. We've been a little bit bottlenecked on land this game. We have such powerful draw engines in our hand, but we need to deploy them. Power up to Anchorage. A incremental map token is not so important at this stage since we just gave them 2 anyway. But we'll see how much value they get out of it. It's an Oculus on top. The beats keep coming. Okay. We're going to take a good chunk of damage here. Yeah, it's an interesting game. Yeah, it sucks. That Hexproof is the perfect timing. And of course we top deck the answer, but also we did not get to exile that thing. That's a 12. It's an even game. They're looking to recommission. We could top deck the next Sunfall. It's kind of a lot to ask for, but it could happen. But it looks like we're now on the losing foot. Recommission the Oculus. Okay. You got it, buddy. We make a pitiful 2/2. It's got to be the Sunfall top deck. And we really don't have that much time to do it. No, we have actually no time. We have to get something right now. So Fountain Port draw is 3 mana total, which is cheaper than the 4 mana to do this. So I guess that's got to be how it is here. Otherwise we lose. Now these things are flying. That's actually interesting. We could block the Oculus for a couple turns until we draw into Sunfall. Maybe that's the better play, but we do not have that much time in general. We're going to take 6 per turn from the Pranksters, maybe more off the mat tokens. It's 2-turn clock. So we get 1 draw really either way, but I think the Mistmoors gives us more time here. I think it's got to be you. We jump an Oculus. We take like 6 or more, and then we have 1 more turn to top deck the Sunfall. Yeah, bottlenecked on land. If we could have gotten Caretaker's Talent down at any point in this game, it'd be huge. But you don't win them all. All right, here comes the fleet. Yeah, even the face down card getting in there. So we chump you, and we trade here because we can, and everything else is, we just take 6. Are they gonna shore up the face down card? Oh shit, you can morph at instant speed. Not that that changes anything for us, but I didn't know that. Damn. Well, okay, at this point, yeah, it's Sunfall off the top or nothing, which is fine. That's just how it goes. Alright, show me the Sunfall. Never didn't have it. Come on, baby. Manifest Dread. It's another Djinn. Manifest Dread. It's another Oculus. It's not a Sunfall, so that is game. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll scoop here. We'll scry, like, for the YouTube amusement. It's not a Sunfall. Okay, good game. It was a good game. I enjoyed that. I got no problem losing. Sometimes you lose. It's all good. On the draw, removal and sweeper. I think that's okay, right? I don't know. It feels empty. I have never played a lock before. We'll see how this goes. It's Rakdos Red. Okay, it's something to do in the meantime. We kill you. We kill you with farmhands. Lay down arms. I've never really bothered to look at this artwork. It's like half soldier, half farm with a sickle, I guess? I don't even know. Alright, we do nothing on turn 2. See how bad this is. Is this card playable? I guess if you're winning it is. But maybe that's not a way to build a deck. Might of the Meek, they do the Meek thing. Like instead of this, it could be the it could be any removal spell or the flash and virtue. I think that virtue in general is not that good. 2 mana flash and a 2/2 just is very behind what everyone else is doing. And then the 5 mana version is bonkers, but do you really need to be winning by that much more at that point? Carrot Cake. Alright, I think we're just being man efficient here. Trying to survive long enough to Sunfall. And hopefully that's enough. We need some instant speed interaction. We need some card draw. We're not doing a whole lot just yet. Alright, everyone's getting in there. When it dies, make a bat. You have trample anyway. Let's block you. I mean, a single spell. It could be another Monstrous Rage. Let's do it like this. Let's make him have another rage. They read the shop. It's not doing anything. It's just hanging out. They're being super weird about this. I mean, this is the most I've ever seen Mono Red think about everything. Anything. They go for the pump. They get the trample too, right? Seems like a no-brainer to me. We get a 1/1. It's a card. We can't play it. I think it's just Carrot Cake. Sack it, gain life. Figure out everything else later. Now, if we attack with this thing, whenever one or more non-toy creature you control attack player, create a 1/1 white toy. We could create 2 blockers, but we just need to live, right? And then we Sunfall. Alright, here comes my non-toy. We get a toy. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, we're going to sweep, and then we can copy the thing. I think it's good in general. I don't know, maybe just dig for more removal against Mono Red? I don't know. Yeah, maybe that'd be fine. One caretaker's talent's probably enough against Mono Red. Here they come. Let's see. Sack it. 1/1, scry 1. Ooh, look at that. Look at that artwork. That's got a pie. Wait, that's so good. Scry 1. I think we're leaving it on top. I mean, we already made that decision earlier. We're going to Sunfall this turn. And then next turn, maybe we need removal, honestly. I don't know. I just changed my mind. I know we wasted a scry there, but I think we just need removal against Mono Red. Everything else will take care of itself eventually. Alright, so at least 1 blocker here. You have trample, so I don't really want to do a whole lot there. We could triple block. I mean, we're just going to Sunfall. So, we do it like this. Make them find more trample. It's okay. Okay, +3/+0. Manifest, that's alright. Let's see if they have the fling on the Heartfire hero. That'd be game. Taking their sweet time. Down to 3. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Not what we're trying to do just yet. We'll attack first, because there's no reason not to. Slightly bigger Sunfall. Alright. Let's see what that last card is. Carrot Cake can gain life. It's surely just, oh nice, they do nothing. What do you want, card draw? Card draw and copy this thing, I think. Okay. Copy. Is it going to come in as a 0/0? It is. Alright, well, that's maybe a little bit of a waste. Should have attacked first and made the 1/1. That's fair. Ooh, that's a good card. I like that. Do we get lifelink? No. Level that up. Now we just slam the Overlord here. Get him. I think this is fine. I'm being a little bit lazy here. Oh, we don't even have enough mana for that. Hold on. Ender's tapped. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, we'll still do this and hold open Parting Gust. That's fine. White. Cool. Should be enough to win. Unless they secretly run Lightning Strike, or they can, they could fling their way to victory. Scoop. Alright, we did not play that perfectly. I don't know. I mean, don't hate the Doll Maker's Shop. I'll have to think about it more. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. All that stuff helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate it. So, yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.